you so much, everyone, for taking the time to talk today.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
Of course. Bubbles, I got to know for you. Did you ever think that you would be going on tour?
No, I always dreamed of it. I always dreamed of going on tour with a band, and then, it went way bigger than I thought. Going to Europe with Billy Bob Thornton, I never thought that would ever happen in a million years. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's great. Billy Bob is great. What's he like in real life? All of you have met him before.
Oh, he's fantastic, isn't he, boys?
he's awesome. He's my new drinking buddy.
He's
Love the
cool.
guy.
He's cool.
He's one of the best fellas you can hang out with to drink. And he smokes. My God, if you don't mind somebody smoking, because if you don't like that, you're not going to want to hang out with him. He smokes like a whole Buick.
Well, where was your favorite place to visit overseas in Europe, Bubbles?
I think, I loved all of it, but Prague was pretty amazing. Went to this place. Actually, Billy was the one that told us to go there. It was called Hemingway's, and they had these great big absinthe liquor drinks that me and Randy had about 40 of them. And Randy pissed himself.
Cool that, Bubs.
Huh?
Randy, was that your favorite place to go to?
I liked it because yeah, these little big glasses had like a little spout, and you would pour it out. But they got you. They got you pretty drunk.
Seems like you guys missed out, Ricky and Julian, huh? Well, you got to go
Yeah.
over there a little bit.
We only got to go to London, I guess. Kind of
Well,
Yeah,
sucked.
only got to go to Abbey Road.
Well, that was, yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool.
that was, yeah, Bubbles. What was it like for you? I mean, Abbey Road is a legendary.
Yeah, it was just like walking into some place that's famous that you've always wanted to be at. It was just like that.
And for Julian and Ricky and Randy, what was it like for you guys to be at Abbey Road?
I mean, it was cool. It wasn't like, that's where Helix recorded or anything, but it was, it was pretty cool. Some pretty bigger bands have done some stuff there, I guess, what I was told.
Yeah, it was really cool just to be in the pub inside of Abbey Road and getting drunk in there, knowing that there were so many like famous people getting wasted in that place. It was amazing.
I think you know what some of the good vibes that were there in that wonderful studio. I think they rubbed off on me because I've gotten better at everything that I do. Like I'm a better cook now, and I'm a better supervisor. I feel like
And
one of the greats.
you think it's just because you set foot in there?
I think that there's good mojo that happens, Rick.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the spirit of John Lennon made you make a better cheeseburger, Randy. That sounds logical.
Well, and my singing in the shower is better too. So maybe it did, Bubs. You don't know.
Maybe that part. I don't know about the cheeseburger. I don't know about being a better cook.
Yeah.
Who in there would have been a good cook? Do we know any singers that were good cooks? I don't know.
Well, I imagine all of them were pretty good at it because they would have been baked out of their minds.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Good
Uh,
burn. That's what I think.
so, Bubbles, do you have a favorite song to perform?
Um, I don't know. That's a tough question. I like playing all the songs. There's 13 songs on the new record, like they're all in the movie, but there's a record out called Long Hauler, and I those are all my favorites. I love playing all the songs on the record. I only got eyes for you is a pretty fast. That's a real shit rocking kind of tune. So that's obviously one of the favorites.
I like Home is Where Your Shed Is, Bubs. That's a good tune.
Yeah, I like playing that one too. It's
Yeah,
got
that's
all
good.
the harmonies and stuff in it.
Yeah, Ricky and Julian, do you guys go see Bubbles play much? I know you didn't go to Europe, but
No, he didn't invite us for some reason. But,
Usually,
Yes, I did. You were harvesting dope, Ricky.
I saw him at the Legion and it was good. I got wasted and actually fell down, but the music was good. Not
yeah,
not many people there. Not many people really gave a shit, but it was cool to see him play
There was
live.
13 people there, Ricky. That's big on a Tuesday night at the Legion.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Julian, do you like watching Bubbles play?
I do. I like seeing him up there playing. He has a good time up there, but I'm usually not as wasted as Ricky. I'm usually working the door collecting money.
The nice thing for him, like where he's the front man, is that he can't really see anybody in the audience, so he doesn't get nervous, which is good.
Oh, I could see everybody perfectly fine, Ricky.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you'd be able to.
Oh yeah, I can. I can tell everybody who's there where they're standing.
Even with bright
Yeah.
lights? Doesn't the lights usually make it harder to
Well, yeah, I
see?
mean, sometimes because of the lights, nothing to do with my eyes, but the lights are sometimes so bright you can't see. It's nothing to do with my vision.
Are you going to be going on more tours here?
Absolutely, we're gonna do a shit rockers tour in next year with the whole band and Ricky and Julian. Well, Ricky still thinks he's coming to play in the band with his pot, but that's I don't. We're gonna have to talk about that. And Julian thinks he's managing me, but he's not.
I'm your
But I mean,
roadie.
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be the roadie anymore, Randy. I might need somebody, a little more professional that knows what they're doing.
I'll get better by then, Bubs.
I'll tell you, I think Ricky added something with the pot. I liked it. I'm going to say it. I
Everybody says it's the best song in the movie, but I don't want to hurt Buzz' feelings.
I wouldn't say, but maybe not the best, but it does add something special. So I wouldn't be upset if you were to go on tour with them.
If I can get him, and maybe I'll get him an electric pot, like an electric one that has some samples in it, some different sounds. Like he would just be up there banging on an old pot. It would still have craft dinner in it if it was up to him. If I get him a nice electric pot, maybe.
I also need a pot that has different sounds depending where you hit it. That would be cool.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like a pot with different samples in it. Maybe, you could, I don't know. We'll talk about it, Ricky, but you're not just up there banging on an old pot from Canadian Tire.
All right.
Are you going to be coming to Los Angeles? Do you know?
We're
Oh,
just
that's the plan. We were just there last week, but I hope so.
Keep coming back. We love you
Yes.
here.
nice.
I got to ask you though, Bubbles, because you can't take all your cats with you, right? You can only take a few, or do you take them all?
No, I can't take I mean, if the band ever gets big enough, I'll take 130, 140 cats on tour with me, no problem. I'd have, if I could have 3 or 4 tour buses, one, loaded up with 2 or 3 of them loaded up with just cats, I would do that.
So how do you
No
choose which
problem.
ones you take? That's got to be hard.
Well, like the ones on this tour that I did in the movie, they were all special needs kitties, so they got priority. You got to take the special needs kitties with you first.
Yeah. Now, you guys have all been friends for so long. Do you feel like you guys have learned anything from each other, taken anything to heart from each other?
That's a good question. I think the one thing I've learned is, it doesn't matter what sort of a situation your friends are in, you got to help them out. So that's why we went over, try to save Bubs. That's what friends have to do for each other. That's
I
good.
got to see the movie back, boys, afterwards. You weren't too keen on coming at first. I'm surprised you even
Because
made it.
Buzz, we were on mushrooms, okay? You don't want to go anywhere when you're on mushrooms.
Oh, I do.
I know, but you
Especially across
sort of
the
fibbed to
Atlantic.
me when you said, "Oh, we'll be right there, no problem."
Yeah, but see, it's difficult for us to get into certain countries, right? You forget about that.
Yeah, I suppose
I
most
learned that
countries.
good friends get you through tough times. That's what I learned. Like Bubs got me through that tough time over there.
It's pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
man. You must
Bubs,
have.
have you learned anything you think from them?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I started the band, I really wanted, you know, it, I always thought of a band, would be like a family, but I kind of learned that, I already have a family. I don't need another one, but it's, a band's a band. It's nice to have a band, but they're not like a real family like these guys are.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got to say too, I've got to defend Ricky and Julian here. I don't know that they would have been able to get into London if they were on mushrooms. They might have gotten in big trouble. So they
Oh, they
had to
wouldn't get
wait.
in.
We've done it a lot before. I mean,
I was pretty surprised how easy it was to get into England, actually.
on mushrooms.
We didn't even talk to anybody, did we?
No, they were very
We
friendly.
walked up to this glass door and it turned blue and away we went.
It's
But
just the thought of being over the Atlantic Ocean on mushrooms. Bobs, you know what I'm talking. You
Yeah.
watch every Mayday episode, knowing a man.
Yeah, but I'm very confident in airplanes.
Well, not me.
Where would you like to tour next, Bubbles? A place you haven't been to yet. Where would you like to go?
Well, we were just talking about it. Me and Ricky and Julian were thinking we might want to do a big tour of Asia. Ricky wants to go to a country where there's no letters, just symbols. So I thought, man, let's go to Japan.
Yeah,
They got the Wagyu beef there. I could have a Wagyu burger.
those are supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
They got
Marble.
the A5 Kobe beef over there, Randy.
Probably expensive.
Yeah.
Very.
Kobe?
I don't know. Where would you, boys, if we go on tour next year, where do you guys want to go? Asia, or do you want to go somewhere different?
Somewhere with elephants.
I don't know.
South America, maybe.
There's elephants
Oh.
here.
No, but out on the street.
Oh, okay. India.
Street elephants.
Street
We
elephant.
could go to India
That's
We could do a
probably
big
where there would be
rock
street
tour of
elephants.
India, big shit rocker India tour.
or South America.
South
Yeah.
America would be fun, wouldn't
Jamaica.
it?
Jamaica would be a good time.
Jamaica would be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, absolutely. Bubbles, are you working on any new music?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you know, when you see in the movie, I made like 3 or 4 album covers years ago and all the
Right.
songs. So now I'm working on, I got to write all those songs and get those other records out. I just have Long Hauler out so far, but I got to get Fur Biscuits done. I got to get Thumbing and Drinking done. I got to get Who Shit in My Saddlebags done. So there's a lot of them.
Is it harder for you to work backwards? Because you picked the titles already. So is it harder to work right in the song with the titles, do you think, already, or
Yeah, I
easier?
mean it's not easy, I suppose, but at least it gives you. I don't got to think of what's this song going to be called. I already know that.
That's
Oh
true.
man, I might just give some of them to Ricky and Julian and Randy and say, here's the name of the song. Let me see what you got. See if they can write a few. Take a few, off my hands.
I'll try. I'll do it.
I think Randy would be good at that. And Ricky and Julie, I think they all would be good at that.
Yeah, Randy, I wrote a song called I'm a fucking dickweed. Can you handle that one?
You don't have a song. You're teasing.
I met that Ted Sheeran guy when I was over in London. He said he might help write a few.
Ted Sheeran.
Yeah, he's
You
got all
mean
the-
Ed Sheeran?
Oh,
Did you meet Ed Sheeran, Ricky?
is that two different people?
Well, if you've met somebody named Ted Sheeran, I'm not that impressed.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran is impressive, especially if you could
Yes.
get him to help you write Bubbles. That would be a huge collaboration.
That would be pretty spectacular.
That'd
Ed wasn't
come,
great. He was busking for money on the street, so yeah, maybe it wasn't Ed. I guess it was a different guy.
probably.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
want to meet Ted Sheeran, Ricky. I don't care about Ted Sheeran.
Bubbles, I'd love to know if there's any artists that you've taken inspiration from with your music.
Oh, tons over the years. I mean, a lot of trucking music. Red Sovine, Dave Dudley, Roy Clark, the cast of Hee Haw, all of those people, very influential when I was a little guy. And then, I got into all the sort of, great rock music and it just me and Ricky and Julian listen to music all the time. Those guys listen to a lot more heavy metal than I do, but
You
we
like
all
what?
listen to music.
Used to crank a lot of Anne Murray when we were young.
Yes, Anne Murray. Boys used to do mushrooms and listen to Anne Murray,
There you go.
which is even weirder now that I think about it.
You think you would ever change genres or, because a lot of artists kind of evolve and play with different genres, or you think you're pretty stuck where you are?
No, I would. I wouldn't mind trying a rap song. I was rapping with J Rock a few times, and I thought I was pretty good at it. Ricky always wanted to try singing heavy metal. I think Ricky'd be a good heavy metal singer.
Yeah, you could have him come on tour and maybe open for you.
That would be cool. Julian could maybe narrate some workout videos or something.
There you
There you
go.
Yeah, maybe.
Can make a whole tour of it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I loved this movie. So thank you guys.
That's
Awesome.
awesome. Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
You too.